children, this is Pooja and welcome to our channel AglaSem School. Today we are going to do NCERT Solution for class 6th English chapter number 7 Fair Play. So before moving towards the question and answer part, let's see the summary of this chapter. This chapter is about two friends, Jumman Sheikh and Algu Chaudhary, who shares a strong bond of friendship, and they even looked after the families of each other. But their friendship is put to a test when they have to decide what is more important, friendship and enmity, or a sense of what is right and wrong. Now without wasting any time, let's start with the question and answer. Now turn to page number 91, working with the text. And question number A is, match the sentences under first with those under second. And your rest of the question is on your screen, and your answer will be, first, Jumman and Algu were the best of friends, and it will be connected to, in the absence of one, the other took care of his family. Second, Jumman's aunt transferred her property to him, and it will be connected to, the condition was that he would be responsible for her welfare. Now the third, the aunt decided to appeal to the panchayat, and it will be connected to, she wanted justice. Fourth one is, Algu was unwilling to support the aunt, and it will be connected to, the bond of friendship between him and Jumman was very strong. Fifth, Jumman was very happy to hear Algu's name as head punch, and it will be connected to, he believed that his friend would never go against him. Now come to question number B, which is, who says this to whom and why? And your first question is, my wife knows best how to run the house. And your answer will be, Jumman said this to aunt because he was shameless and had grown tired of her. Second, but is it right, my son, to keep mum and not say what you consider just and fair? And your answer will be, Jumman's aunt said this to Algu. She had gone to Algu for help, but Algu had politely refused her plea. He did not want to go to the panchayat because Jumman was his friend and he could not go against him. Now the third question is, what have you to say in your defense? And your answer will be, Algu said this to Jumman. Algu was made the head punch by the aunt, and he said this to question Jumman about his mistreatment of the aunt. Now the fourth question is, I can't pay you a penny for the wretched beast you sold me. And your answer will be, Samju Sahu said this to Algu when Algu demanded to payment for the bullock he sold to Samju. The bullock had died within a month and Sahu refused to pay for it. Now the fifth question is, victory to the panchayat. This is justice. And your answer will be, Algu said this over and over again in front of the village. He was happy that Jumman had not deviated from the path of justice in spite of enmity between them. Now come to the next question, which is question number C. Answer the following questions. So there are 10 questions and you have to answer them all. And your first question is, then the situation changed. What is being referred to? And your answer will be, the situation being referred to is Jumman's behavior towards his aunt. Jumman's aunt had transferred her property to him on the understanding that he would look after her. However, after a couple of years, Jumman and his family grew tired of her. He became as indifferent to her as his wife, who grudged even the little food that the old lady wanted every day. Now the second question is, when Jumman's aunt realized that she was not welcome in his house, what arrangement did she suggest? And your answer will be, when Jumman's aunt realized that she was not welcome in his house, she suggested that Jumman should give her monthly allowance so that she could set up a separate kitchen. Now turn to page number 92, question number 3. What was the villagers' reaction when the aunt explained her case to them? And your answer will be, when the aunt explained her case to the villagers, some sympathized with her, some laughed at her, and a few others advised her to make it up with her nephew and his wife. Now question number 4 is, why was Jumman happy over Algu's nomination as head punch? And your answer will be, Jumman was happy over Algu's nomination as head punch because Algu was his best friend and he knew that he would never go against him. Now question number 5 is, God lives in the heart of the punch. The aunt said, what did she mean? And your answer will be, God lives in the heart of the punch. By this, Jumman's aunt meant that a punch was always impartial. A punch had neither a friend nor an enemy. Whatever justice he delivered, it was the justice delivered by God. Now question number 6 is, what was Algu's verdict as head punch? How did Jumman take it? And your answer will be, as head punch, Algu's verdict was that Jumman had to pay his aunt a monthly allowance or else the property would go back to her. Jumman did not take the verdict well. Algu and Jumman were seldom seen together from that day. The bond of friendship between them was broken. Jumman felt betrayed and became Algu's enemy. All he wanted was to take his revenge upon Algu. Now question number 7th is, Algu found himself in a tight spot. What was his problem? And your answer will be, one of Algu's fine pair of bullock died and he sold the other to Samju Sahu on the understanding that Sahu would pay the price of bullock in a month's time. The bullock died within a month and Sahu refused to pay Algu. Now question number 8 is, why was Algu upset over Jumman's nomination as head punch? And your answer will be, the bond of friendship between Algu and Jumman was broken after Algu had given a verdict in favor of Jumman's aunt. Jumman was Algu's enemy and wanted revenge. This is why Algu was upset over Jumman's nomination as head punch. Now question number 9 is, what was Jumman's verdict as head punch? How did Algu take it? And your answer will be, Jumman's verdict as head punch was that since the bullock did not suffer from any disabilities or disease when Sahu bought it, Algu could not be blamed for its death. Therefore, Sahu would have to pay Algu the price of the bullock. Now question number 10th is, which of the following sums up the story best? First, I also know that you will not kill your conscience for the sake of friendship. Second, let no one deviate from the path of justice and truth for friendship or enmity. Third, the voice of the punch is the voice of God. Give a reason for your choice. And your answer will be, let no one deviate from the path of justice and truth for friendship or enmity. This sentence sums up the story best. Algu delivered a just judgment even though he was friend with Jumman, and Jumman did the same, although he had become Algu's enemy. Now come to the next section, which is working with the language. And question number A is, replace the italicized portion of each sentence below with a suitable phrase from the box. Make necessary changes wherever required. And the box is on your screen. And your first sentence is, the best way to avoid an unnecessary argument is to remain silent. And the answer is, the best way to avoid an argument is to keep mum. Second, unfortunately, the train I was trying to catch was cancelled. And the answer is, as ill luck would have it, the train I was trying to catch was cancelled. Now turn to page number 93, third sentence. He has been told not to take risk while driving a car through a crowded street. And your answer is, he has been told not to take chances while driving a car through a crowded street. Now the fourth sentence is, the patient needs to be properly taken care of. And your answer will be, the patient needs to be properly looked after. Fifth sentence, why don't the two of you end your quarrel by shaking hands? And your answer will be, why don't the two of you make it up by shaking hands? And the sixth sentence is, I was in a difficult situation till my friend came to my rescue. And the answer is, I was in a tight spot till my friend came to my rescue. The seventh sentence is, when I saw a pile of dirty dishes, I felt very disappointed. And the answer is, when I saw a pile of dirty dishes, my heart sank. The eighth sentence is, I will examine the matter carefully before commenting on it. And the answer is, I will go into the matter carefully before commenting on it. Ninth sentence is, they criticized him in the meeting, but he accepted without protest all the criticism. And the answer is, they criticized him in the meeting, but he swallowed all the criticism. Now come to the 10th sentence. It will free me from worry to know that I had done nothing wrong. And the answer is, it will ease my conscience to know that I had done nothing wrong. Now come to question number B. Look at the following phrases and their meaning. Use the phrases to fill the blanks in the sentences given below. And the first sentence is, why don't you, there's a blank, your ideas on paper. And the answer is, sat down. The second sentence is, a fund has been, there's a blank, for the soldier's family. And the answer is, set up. The third sentence is, we should, there's a blank, a little money every month. And the answer is, set aside. Fourth sentence is, you should buy some woolens before winters there's a blank, and the answer is sets in. Fifth sentence is there's a blank on the last stage of their journey, and the answer is set out. So students, these were the question and answer of this chapter, and I hope you have noted it down. And if you still have any doubt, you can write it down in the comment section. We will definitely get back to you. And yes, do not forget to subscribe our channel and share it with your friends. We will be back with the next chapter. Till then, bye bye.